Yay.
Hey everyone, we are going to play Outlast Whistleblower. I've played Outlast Whistleblower, and Outlast 2 a few times, so I kinda have an idea what's happening already. It's not gonna be super new to me, but I am going to try to get all the documents if I can remember to do that. But we'll see.
But open your eyes. What's the matter? Somebody hit you? Here. Let me help you. Kind of busy here.
Sounds like real trouble. At the engine, they said Hope made a lateral decision.
What do you hope? You're not happy about it? Shit. Come on.
Alright, and intro cutscenes are over.
Well, since I can't hear it, I don't know what happened.
Oh, were you not paying attention?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I know what happened. I too have, well, I haven't played through it, because I suck at, well, I pretty much just suck at games, but I guess horror games in particular, it's not so much that jump scares scare me, they just make my heart rate go up, which makes me dizzy, so it's not fun, it just hurts. But the actual, I guess, horror part of the game is awesome, but I'm weird, so I find it more fascinating than I do horrible. So I watch playthroughs of it all the time, and I usually watch my wife play, but I never play. I'm just kind of the backseat gamer, and I say, why didn't you do that? Why'd you go that way? You missed something. So I'm pretty much useless. But I usually talk a lot, and I probably would talk more once I finish my ice cream.
Because I'm actually having the headphones, so I can hear everything in delicious surround sound.
Yeah, I can't hear anything at all.
It's just having a tongue in my ear. That's nice.
I can read the subtitles. That's about it.
They're cutting it close. Next patient's incoming, and arterial spin still dark. We need you at the front terminal.
They've got Gluskin out of the cell. Page him again. We need this part guy in here now. Tell him he's got 15 seconds to keep his job.
I'm right here. Right here. Don't worry, I'm right here.
You don't exist until you sit in the chair.
Functional imaging interfaces and talking to the ASL. We got a patient 30 seconds out and we're blind inside his head.
I can call into the chamber, ask them to delay.
No, I don't need another performance evaluation. Mr. Park here is gonna have us up and running before we even know it. Right, Mr. Park? Are we happy, Mr. Park?
Steve? fMRI is still dark.
You're doubting our friend, Mr. Wayland Park? Which I consider more than unkind to his programming skill and considerable dedication to the Murkoff Corporation. Fuck me, they're bringing him in.
No, not again. No.
Hey, calm yourself. This is a high security...
It's all right, Agent. Mr. Park was just surprised. I'm sure he's still calm and eager to finish his work. Take your seat. Quickly, Mr. Park. It will need to roll if the fusion monitoring is not active. Put him in the engine. 5 seconds. 4. 3.
Arterial spin labeling is back online. Positioning imaging plane.
You're finished, Mr. Wayland Park. Leave. Don't expect anything but honesty in my performance.
Sure, hold on. They only give me categorical advice. What's the time?
You're done here, Mr. Park. Thank you and goodbye.
You
Alright.
need to exit the room, sir.
Yeah, I just realized that well, spoilers if you for some reason haven't yet played or watched this game, but I'm pretty sure they never meant for Wayland to leave at this point anyway, because I think until this point he hasn't seen the patients. He's only worked with the computers because of his reaction there. Well, obviously, because the guy comes running at him, but because they seemed very unhappy to find out that Mr. Gluskin was already being brought into the engine while Wayland's still here, so that could be a possible thing.
Well, I mean, even if they weren't intending him to stay, like, I would assume that by the time he got to that room, what's his nuts, this guy here, they had already probably alerted them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either way, dude was not going to be leaving. None of these people were going to be leaving. They know too much.
Consulting contract 8208. Software engineer with a level
Even
3
all the
security
guards who look exactly the same.
Graduated cum laude from Berkeley, but still somehow not smart enough to realize that the last thing a fly ought to do in a spider's web is wiggle. Somehow dumb enough to think that a borrowed laptop, onion router, and firewall patch would be enough to fool the world's leading supplier of biometric security. Stupid, Mr. Park. More than stupid. In fact, that was crazy. I'm afraid we're going to have you committed. Mr. Park, will you willingly submit to forced confinement? Did you hear that, Agent?
He said yes, Mr. Blair.
Great. Oh, and did I just hear Mr. Wayland Park volunteer for the morphogenic engine program?
That's what I heard, Mr. Blair.
That was brave indeed, Wayland. The Murkoff Corporation and the Onward
We're
March
not on
Science
first-name
will appreciate
basis.
Your bravery and sacrifice. Maybe you could administer Mr. Park here a light anesthetic.
Gladly.
We got our first no.
You want me to read it?
You can read it, yeah.
I fucked up. Oh God, where am I? Hours could have passed, or weeks, brain filled with static. They made me watch the engine. Have to get help. Have to call for help. Lisa, I'm sorry. If I die, I know you'll find me. I know you won't rest until you find my body. I hope you find this camera with my corpse. I hope the evidence on it does what I couldn't. Exposes the truth. Lisa, baby, I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I thought I was doing the right thing, but I fucked up bad.
That immersion.
Yeah, that pretty much that's how I'm picturing his voice sounding. You know, he seems like a very optimistic guy, so, you know, optimistic situation.
I'll open you up. Open you up and show you. You wait right there.
So I thought both of the other guys got exploded, but we didn't. Nah, it's okay, bruh.
No. Maybe it's because you have a camera. Isn't that kind of like the universal answer? If you have a camera, you're special.
Okay.
Come to join our therapy session. Here, take the blade. Get around in our friend here. Get a little red on your hands. It's always healthy to express yourself. You keep it bottled up too long and you might do something you regret. You're one of those. Too good for the likes of us. Think you're different? Something special? There are no observers here. Now, get the fuck out of here before I change my mind.
I think that's a pretty good point too, saying there are no observers here, such as him being guilty, if not as guilty as some of the guards and doctors, and definitely still guilty because he's helping. He's keeping the machine going.
Come not here!
Go up here somewhere? Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. That's good. Just slam the door after me. How rude.
Bad idea. We get out of here through reception and then Merc Tactical clean it up.
If we get here in time, we need help now. If we get them on the radio, the National Guard could be here within...
We don't even know the radio works.
It's shortwave. If the prison's got electricity, they've got signal. Then the lights are on.
I think I recognize this guy.
Oh, is that the dude?
Yeah, that's the dude!
Well, there you go. Now we know who he is.
That's who he is. He was looking for the radio.
I guess we shouldn't spoil anything for anybody who's like, what guy?
We'll see. If we remember, we'll point out who he is later when we get to the point.
There's a radio in the prison. Short wave. If it's electronic, I can make it talk. Make it work for me. There's hope, Lisa. I'm coming home to you. My mistake was subtly, like you always said. What?
Subtlety.
Oh, shut up. I thought leaking information to a few journalists was the safer way. I didn't want the spotlight, the attention. Murkoff is dangerous. I know that. I thought I had to be subtle for your sake, Lisa, for the boys. But I should have exposed what Murkoff is doing to the world. I should have shouted to anyone who would listen. I don't think that's what it said. I can't die. Not before I reach the radio. They can't cover this up. It's too broken. Too dangerous.
You're not thinking straight. Let me make something clear. You try the radio outside the house. I'm going to give you a whole new something to be scared of. Are you threatening me? Yes.
Maybe he didn't do it to himself, but you guys will see if you don't already.
I think he did.
You think he did it?
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised he made it as far as he did.
Yeah, seriously. Because he looks unarmed as well. He's not a... He doesn't look like he's security or anything. Hi, friend. Hello, friend. I hear you in my ear. Hi. Don't worry, I'll leave you alone. There we go.
Emoji eyes, emoji sparkles.
Yes, so that was something that I've noticed too, that if you compare to Outlast, the main game, Miles Upshur slams the doors behind himself. He's always slamming his doors and being loud, and Wayland closes the doors very, very carefully after himself when he goes through them, which is kind of interesting.
Well, I just thought the only reason it did that was because the mechanic wasn't working.
No, because I've realized that now playing both of them on the same system, that the function is always to press the square. It doesn't matter which way you move or how you press it, he slams it regardless. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong, but...
Very possible.
I have to go. Oh, there's a battery.
I'd never seen a man die before today. Never seen a dead body outside of a coffin. Dozens today, murdered and worse. I looked into one man's eyes as another tore him to pieces. Claimed he was a doctor, then saw the rags they've dressed me in and changed his story. Said he was a patient. Could have been either. They're all crazy, all sick. No real difference between them now. The therapy is spreading. And what am I? I watched this man die and only thought, it's not me, thank God. I know I'll die someday. I don't want it to be murdered. I don't want to be murdered. I don't want it to be murdered. I don't want my death to be murdered.
By any death reasons, murder is the least desirable one.
Yes.
Hi, War Rider. Billy. Hi, Billy. Is he still Billy at this point?
I'm assuming it wouldn't be anyone else.
No, let me out. No, let me out. So rude. Oh, sorry, guy. Yes, back here now. Alright, from J. Blair, that would be Mr. Jeremy at Murkoff Corp, to H. Grant. Subject resignation for mental health. Consulting contract 8208. That's us, that's what he called us. Consulting contract 8208. Ms. Grant, you may receive requests for information from a Mrs. Lisa Park of Leadville, Colorado, in the coming weeks concerning the resignation and hospitalization of her husband Waylon. If so, please forward them to my personal attention. Waylon Park, former consulting contract 8208, resigned due to previously undiagnosed mental illness. I personally visited Mrs. Lisa Park and her sons and broke the news to them, with the silver lining that Murkoff Psychiatric would be graciously providing treatment. Mrs. Park had some less than charitable things to say about myself and the Murkoff Corporation. I assured her that, with her power of attorney, she could try to fight the doctor's diagnosis of her husband's illness. However, if it were discovered that he resigned under false pretenses, his insurance would be cancelled, and the family would be saddled with not insignificant healthcare debts. Hopefully she understood, but if she insists on making a nuisance of herself or tries to get around me, please let me know. This is one I want to take care of personally. Yours, Jeremy Blair. Who works really fast. Again, I guess it's been 2 hours and this is allegedly right outside the town, but still.
Yeah, how... Wait, so that means that he would have left and came back?
Yeah, he left and came back.
Why would he fucking come back?
Well, I guess because... Well, he would have left and come back really fast. So this is clearly the course of events that happened here. Was... He has his guards beat us up and strap us to a chair. He takes off to swiftly go tell our wife that we're now crazy and we're hospitalized. And our wife yells at him and be like, "You jerk." He probably said something stronger than that.
You poo head.
You poop. And he said, if you sue, you're gonna have to pay a bunch of money. And then he left. Wrote an email, probably on his way here, in the car. Don't text and drive. To this Grant woman, saying that if our wife was trying to sue him to talk to him, someone, I guess this Grant woman, printed out an email and left it in that room. And then Jeremy Blair came back, and then everything exploded.
Well, it was 12 hours though, right? Because it was 12 hours he was out? Or no, am I thinking of something else?
2 hours.
2 hours.
12 hours is later on.
Okay.
He was only in the room for 2 hours. So
yeah, that's a lot to happen in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, because it just says 2 hours earlier. Which means that it was only 2 hours. Even less than 2 hours. Because 2 hours earlier than he woke up, he was going into the engine room. So, that's some fast work. Good on you, Yer.
Well, it seems like a businessman, so...
True.
Gets his shit done pretty quick. Had time to stop and get a frappuccino or a latte or something. Wrote out the email at Starbucks.
I'm trying to find a good balance between going ahead and try to follow the story a little bit and do whatever would make sense of the situation, and trying to explore as much as possible, because I feel like the stages and like the staging of the rooms and everything is really interesting in this game. So I kind of want to look at all of it, but that would sort of take a bit of the tension out, maybe?
Can
A
you
little
hear
bit.
us?
I mean, like, I hope we can get all the little notes and stuff, but...
Right. Yes, Shad, I can indeed hear you. Hey, Chef.
Hi, Ray Brown.
Yep. Sure wouldn't want to get any hand germs on my foot and guts and whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm really bad at identifying parts. I don't know one thing from another.
A spleen? Was something there a spleen, maybe?
I don't think I even know what a spleen really looks like.
It's in your tummy somewhere.
Great.
I'm pretty sure this is not how blood works when it's boiling.
Wouldn't it just kind of coagulate?
Yeah, it would just turn dark. It wouldn't be red anymore.
Maybe they added water to, you know.
He added some water to... Nice bone saw sounds. Hi, friend.
Don't you look at us. I love him.
Don't ask to see my body, Lisa. When I die, when you finish the lawsuits that let you pry this footage from Murkoff's army of lawyers and corporate hitmen, don't make them show you my body. Just bury it, or burn it. Let my sons remember me whole. That man is eating human flesh. He looks at me and I see anger, a little desire, but more than anything else, hunger. Please don't make them show you my body.
Yeah, so if you look at it, it looks like he ripped it off of something. Like, it looks like it's supposed to go on something else. That saw thingy.
Yeah, this is kind of a continued conversation from before where we wondered where the hell he got that. Because an actual, like, what was it, butcher saw?
Yeah, it's like an actual butcher saw. The thing you used to, like, chop up pigs and cows and stuff. Really? I think most people just ran past.
Yeah,
I haven't heard this part before.
We're trying to just kind of see everything. We're not like crazy. Well, I guess we are a little crazy, but we've seen the game so many times, and yet we haven't really seen all of the game. So if we stay in an area that's kind of disturbing for a long time, it's not like we're getting off to it or something creepy. We're just like, we want to see all the dialogue and see if we get any notes that we've missed. Which looks like that saw kind of sucks because it's not actually
it's not very effective.
Not really cutting through the guy at all.
It looks like his uniform is doing a great job of protecting his clothing.
Maybe not his head, but
brain. Alright, I think that's it. It seems like he's pretty keen on whatever he's doing.
He said all he had to say.
Yeah. Slap, slap, slap. It's very dark in here.
I made it! I think he's safe. Can you climb up? I'm coming, Cooper! I just have to lock the... There! I'm coming! Hold on!
This part always confused me if this dialogue is supposed to be something that's going on somewhere else, because you don't really see anyone at that point.
Did you look behind you?
But it's coming from this direction.
Oh.
Or if it's like I don't know. It's weird. And this part's always funny. Look at the shadow. How's my shadow doing that?
Witchcraft.
I mean, the shadow effects in this game are used really effectively in a lot of places, but sometimes it gets a bit derpy because they don't always take into consideration, like, this door and this table.
Nah, he's fine.
Like, this table clearly does not exist in the world of things. And now my shadow's down again, it was not hovering anymore.
It's because you hurt the shadow's feelings.
I'm
You're
sorry,
being a
Shadow.
jerk.
I'm sorry. Alrighty. Let's see if I remember how to do this part. Here he is. Oh, he was much closer than I thought he would
Because you
be.
spent 20 minutes making fun of your shadow.
Yeah. Go on. I feel like I missed like a billion things just running through the scene, but... Whoops. Oh, Silky!
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Hi, Silky! He's our friend.
Yeah, just kind of like as a reminder, if you ever see him, that means you're safe. Nothing will happen to you as long as he's here.
And I'm not sure if this is the same Silky as an Outlast the main game, because that Silky has a straitjacket.
I still just think someone just put it on. I mean, come on. Well, I mean, I was gonna say how many people are gonna talk like that in the asylum? I guess a lot.
Yeah,
but I want to
probably a
believe.
few of
I want to
them.
believe it's the same Silky that we come to know and love because.
Right. Silky's so good.
Oh, who the heck is that guy?
I don't know.
It's kind of curious. I don't. Do we ever even run into him?
Nope.
Oh well, someone's coming.
Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, this is where you can go and hide, right? I'm not scared of you, Silky, don't worry. Go on, I'm listening.
Silky. You look so silky. Just let me. I need to tell you.
Okay. Is that your secret? Yeah, I'm a little itchy, I guess. See, he's just trying to help you.
I would argue that he is indeed helping you. It's like a rest spot. If you see him, it's like, okay, chill. It's Silky. It's my bro dad. We're good.
Case MM 1200715, update 271. Form note: all material herein to be transcribed according to Form 4083 with forensic revisions as benefits ongoing lawsuit 1200715. Author Ethan Srikandaraya, which I think we've seen that name before. I recognize the name. It's very possible that this guy's mentioned in some document in the first Outlast. Whatever. Notes: this is a request for specific legal consultation in the ongoing lawsuit by Melissa Scholl against Murkoff Charitable Psychiatric Incorporated, USA, originally filed in 2010. At the time of Ms. Scholl's termination, the psychosomatic effects of the morphogenic engine on female employees and patients had been well established. Already, more than 7 female employees and patients had reached fictitious half-term pregnancies in a matter of weeks before miscarrying the non-existent children, 5 of them fatally. female employees were moved to higher floors in the facility, then to other buildings, and eventually entirely off of the Mount Massive facility. The critical secrecy of Project Wallrider necessitated secrecy in the motivating factors for the reassignments and terminations, resulting in perceived injustice from several terminated parties. Ms. Sho has succeeded in acquiring a court-ordered FOIA release of the documents surrounding her termination. Those documents will need to be generated and post-dated, providing ameliorating information while skirting the relevant secrecies of the project. Please advise, Ethan Srikandaraya, Consultant MM214.
Okay.
So that, if anyone's played Outlast 2, that might be of relevance for kind of understanding or getting theories to what happened there.
Our desperate attempts of making it connect
Making it make sense.
Yeah, I mean...
we reached it.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That wasn't very fair.
See, we left Silky, and now this. I wonder if he's still there if you go back at this point.
No, the music stopped, so...
Because you can still hear his buzzsaw, but since you unlocked the handcuffs, do you think he despawned from this area? Because I don't hear him anymore. But where would he have gotten out? Well, anyway. I think he's actually gone.
He'll always be there in our hearts.
Is this a guard guy?
Wait.
Yeah, this is the guy.
Is that the guy that we saw earlier?
That is the guy we saw earlier.
Oh, okay, then we were wrong. Well, maybe there's just more than one guy who looks like that. We just haven't noticed
again,
them.
the guards look the same. They have the same standard models. But yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure that's the guy. You know who probably... Because when you get up, I'm gonna say Jeremy probably beat his head in.
I don't know, that just doesn't... I don't get why... Well, I guess, yeah, they don't want them to get out, but...
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Fuck Jeremy, I don't know what that guy is.
Well, again... It's pretty proven... I'm not gonna step forward because I want to actually talk about this for a second. I mean, it's pretty proven that the engine has adverse effects on everyone involved, and
Shouldn't
it's also...
you turn off your night vision?
Oh, yes. And it's also shown that he's already pretty merciless and callous and cold, so I guess the being around all of this probably upsets him even more and just makes him more just does nothing.
It turns on the fire.
More fire. Oh, he burned.
Yay!
Can I get in here? No. Oh, no, that path is blocked off. Yeah, why can't you climb this? Whatever.
Oh, he has a tattoo!
Yeah?
I never noticed that. Well, it's probably covered in blood, but... I wonder what it is. Looks like a bird or vulture, I don't know.
It looks like it's a bird or something.
Maybe it's like a... What are those?
Because it sort of suggested that he's definitely an old hippie.
Well, he's not a vegan.
And he does have that, what's the word? Yeah. Oh, I'll think of it.
20 minutes later.
Ah. Sure, that was riveting. Excerpt from the recordings of Dr. Bruce Newhouse, MD, employed by Mount Massett Hospital from 1958 to 1965. Father Clark, far be it from me to lie to a man of God, so let me at least say that I will do my personal best to improve the safety of your working conditions. I and the rest of the staff truly appreciate everything you do for our patients, and if you feel threatened by anybody in particular, simply let us know and we can either increase chemical restraints or administer a lobotomy or similar calming procedure. Don't underestimate the contribution your sermons offer our patients, especially considering the depth and necessarily chaotic nature of hypnotherapy. Our patients need the bedrocks of God and family. Not all of our poor unfortunates have family to call upon, and so the burden and calling is yours. We are all of us relying on your faith and hard work. Dr. Newhouse, MD, May 20th, 1961. Which this whole area sort of looks like it was probably abandoned back then. Oh, whoops.
Perfect.
Oh, well. Because the story behind this place is that Mount Massive was an asylum throughout the 50s and 60s, and then closed down in the 70s, I believe, due to massive scandals of mistreating patients. And then Murkoff bought the hospital itself, the castle and everything. And turned it into what they turned it into. So there are quite a few documents laying around from like that original era.
Yeah, and I guess it would had to have been there before this even happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely abandoned, so.
Yeah, because this whole section looks like it's been messed up for much longer. It looks less modern than I. It just looks like it's been around for a bit longer than some of the rest of the stuff. Because I believe that there are some excerpts as well in the original Outlast talking about MK Ultra and the yeah. You're fine. You just got a small burn. You'll be okay. I know I crawled through a fire, but that steam sure hurts. Talking about MK Ultra and the experimentation that went on here beforehand, which Murkoff may or may not have gotten the documentation through that, or even picked the location because of that original tie to. Oh my gosh.
Why do you keep changing your batteries?
I forgot what the jump button was.
You've wasted 2 now.
Yeah, I'm good at game. Where am I? Oh.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Hey, Wall Rider. Bye, Wall Rider. Oh. They're fine. I also find it really interesting comparing the original Outlast to Whistleblower in that, in the original, as Miles, your goal is to go down. Your end goal is to go down as deep as possible into the basement. Whereas Waylon goes up. He goes up as high as he can get. This is kind of interesting.
Absolutely fascinating.
I hear ya. You buzzsaw.
Well, since I'm on a delay, I don't.
Oh, he's buzzsawing in the distance. Is this your card?
Abracadabra. Your head is gone.
I told you it would be open. I can't open.
Is that the same voice as the... as the...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's nothing there.
Well, there's something there.
Oh, really though? Nope. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go here.
Yeah, I'm drawing a little bit of a blank.
Nope. Do I have to go up somewhere?
Probably. That's usually what has to be.
Probably have to go up somewhere.
Oh, there it is. Oh wait, no, never mind.
No,
Light.
that's just the light. I'm stuck in a corner. There we go. Oh, there we go. Please.
Because clearly he's too fat.
Yeah,
to fit through
surely
there.
this very, very skinny man cannot.
What is happening?
He's drowning him in the toilet.
Oh, okay. I don't remember ever seeing this.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this either. Hello?
See me now! Just try! What do you see? Idiot!
Alright, you have fun.
Now you see! Now!
There was a note.
Yeah. Varying effects.
Lisa, or whoever finds this, know that Murkoff is making monsters. I'd never seen the patients after they'd gone through that German so-called therapy. The engine. So much worse than I could have imagined. They may still be human, but something's been ripped out of them, and too many other things pushed back in. They were not all murderers. They were sick, but they weren't killers. Murkoff made them monsters. Dr. Rosette said the engine had varying effects. That variant outcomes... okay. Too erratic... Sorry, other thoughts making sense now. For any sort of prediction. I took it as idle cafeteria small talk. Raoul's endless chatter. I should have listened.
Yeah, so in the game, the models for the various patients are called variants, and we were just kind of trying to figure out why they're referred to as variants, but I guess that makes sense. Variants are the patients that have gone through the engine, and there are different variants based on what the engine did to them. And this really confirms it, though, that Waylon he's never seen someone going to the engine before. He didn't have that, he had level 3 security clearance, but he's never seen it before. Until all this went down. So that's actually really interesting.
To us, probably to
To
nobody
us,
else.
yes, we are interested.
I don't know if interest is the right word anymore. I'd say a little obsessed.
A little bit, trying to figure out what's going on. We gotta turn off the gas. You're another one of the bald worker guys.
But he doesn't look like he has fancy pants.
How did he just fly back? And we're saving again. Is there anything down this way? No, okay. Yeah, I know you're coming for me. Oh. Excerpt from 1957 and comment on IG report operations of TSD influencing human behavior. The potential use of psychochemicals in political action operations is well recognized, although it has not been explored as thoroughly as might be expected. Chemical Division includes it as an objective of its program to be prepared to support and make such operations possible. Non-chemical methods of accomplishing political action operations are also included in the program. Note J. Lawler, April 15, 1958, present the above MK Ultra excerpt to Technical Services Division for budgeting and authorization continued research into research of Dr. Rudolf Wernicke, Asset 14866, and Project Wallrider. Autopsy of recovered test subjects shows chemical content of bodies, metallic tumors, evidence of subdermal combustion that indicates heavy psychochemical dosage. See note 92387HS Berlin, 6th of September 1938. So this is talking about the MK Ultra taking interest in Rudolf Wernicke's projects under German rule in Nazi Germany, and the chemical using chemicals to affect or control minds. Which MK Ultra project, if you don't know, is the CIA project in looking into hypnotherapy using different... Hi. We're friends. Using different drugs and chemicals to affect human brains and mind control. Stuff like that.
Which is all hoo-ha, right?
Well, the US government sunk a lot of money into researching it during the Cold War. They needed something to get an edge up on the Russians. Well, they did research on things like psychic mediums, and instead of spies, like, they didn't get enough good results from spies, so they just, like, grabbed psychics and were like, you do the thing. Surely you know how to do the thing. You can tell us stuff. Okay, this isn't gonna work at all. Okay, this is really not working for me. Come into the room so I can walk around you. There we go. I know I have to go into one of these rooms. There we go. Up. But yeah, so... the government has in reality, put a lot of money into weird research just because they didn't know what else to do, or they thought it might actually work.
Well, we know somebody it worked on, allegedly.
Yeah.
Ocelot. Though I guess that's kind of up for debate.
And whether or not that was CIA.
Man, I think it was a culmination of everything. Or just him talking to himself in the mirror.
So this looks like this is an area of the hospital that's probably been abandoned since the 50s. Because this is all really... This isn't like... I don't know, there's been a riot going on for an hour or two. This is like a lot of degradation going on for a long time. Yeah. Yentl. He's so careful. And yet he won't put on shoes.
Yeah, I mean, he's passed so many shoes.
So many... One of them would have had to fit, yeah. Murkoff Psychiatric System, Project Wallrider, Mount Massive, Colorado, case number 209, patient Frank Antonio Manera. Consultation dated 2012, 08-29. Initial date of patient consult 2010-11-01. Patient age 36, gender male, observing physician Dr. Carl Houston. Therapy status: minimal morphogenic engine activity and only at extreme stages 5 and 6 level of hormone therapy. Dream states return repeatedly to images of isolation and betrayal. 0 lucid state. Heavy bronchial accumulation consistent with patients with history of tobacco and marijuana. Exceptional low REM activity. Interview notes. At the time of his interview, Frank was down to 155 pounds from his admission weight of 228. He was lethargic and largely non-responsive, exhibiting interests only in the hypnotherapy script pattern 9, Wernicke, concerning drinking blood from the chest of sleeping men. He continues to refuse baths or the attention of a barber outside of general anesthesia, stating, "If I cannot partake, I cannot share." Recommend forced nutrition for Mr. Manera if we cannot find something he likes to eat. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Project Wallrider, Mount Massive, Colorado.
Yummy.
So he was well fed when he was admitted, which to me suggests that he was definitely doing this in the outside world too. Definitely.
Really? I just assumed maybe when he got here he just kind of went ape shit.
No, because they said that even before treatment, once he was admitted to the hospital, he started losing weight and he wouldn't eat anything.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
So he was a cannibal before he even got here. Whether or not he was admitted as a patient, or he was admitted as part of the prison. Because this place took regular patients too, not just the criminally insane. They are in the prison block that's a separate area.
Go away!
Yeah.
I don't think that was ever stated either or. Yeah, it just says initial date. Oh no, that's not possible though, because I guess he said that they were force feeding him, but he was admitted in 2010, weighing 228 pounds. And the second consultation when this document was made was 2 years later. He would have been super dead if he didn't eat anything.
Yeah, they're just force feeding him food.
Yeah, I guess that's it. there anything I can do in here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I hear ya. Can I go through this door yet? Yes.
There it is. Yeah, turn off.
Oh my god.
Oh, right. I thought you had to turn off the gas, but you can't just go to the other side.
I think that's why I was stuck so long the first time I did that, because you can jump, but you can't jump all the way at the door. You have to like step back a few things, and if he's right behind you, you're not gonna want to step back into him like... Do not turn the valve.
That's just like a copy and paste from the other one, isn't it? Where they have Billy's.
Oh
thing.
yeah, is that the same sign?
It's the exact same sign.
Because this is a gas valve. Why would the gas valve interrupt a patient?
Well, I guess if they're in there.
But I mean, it's
yeah,
already...
but no, it's they just took Billy's and stuck it there. Shame
That's
on you.
okay. There's a lot of assets in this game, but there's like all the documents are the same too. There's like a few standard documents, and then there's the letter in French or whatever.
Unacceptable. 2 stars out of 10. I'm kidding. I love this game.
Are you in here? Yes, you are. He did not even see me.
Probably got distracted. Revving his saw. Intimidating me.
Bye. Bye, Frankie. I hope I did not miss any documents in there, because I did not really look around in there at all.
Mm.
In here. Have I been through here already?
No. Maybe? Yes.
So where am I supposed to go now?
There and to the left?
Oh yeah, right. Follow the blood.
No, that's the way you went in. I think you're supposed to go through the gas room. And then it leads you out.
Alright, you're the guy. Gotcha. Now we're going outside. And the game has to load a little bit. Around this area, I know for sure that there's stuff.
Well, there's an open door back there you're not gonna go into.
Yeah, but I want to check out this area first. Hi, friend. There's nothing really in here, I don't think. Is this your card? The Ace of Spades. Oh, it's the steps. Is that this guy? That's probably this guy.
Is that the one in
That's the French letter, yeah. Alright, let me go back and check out this door now. Oh, I can find it again.
Oh, why? A scream. Is it him? The cannibal? Could be pleasure or pain. I won't guess. I'm not sure he'd even know. His voice sounds like something I wanted while watching the engine. What? Its only message is hunger, to crush and consume. I'm going to try to forget it, Lisa. If I get out of here, I'm going to come back to you. I don't remember ever seeing him bellow out the window like that.
Yeah, he misses you. He's hungry.
He wants a little pudgy nerd. Pudgy nerd boy.
But this is open here too. Now there's too many options. Can I go down here?
Looks like it's locked.
Oh, okay. Good. See, I like locked doors. It's like playing Silent Hill and you approach a door and you test it and it's locked and you're like, hell yeah.
Locked door's good.
Or like broken, the lock is broken. That's like the best thing because you know you're not going to go in there and there's not going to spawn a bunch of nurses on you or whatever.
But see, the difference between that and this is just because the door's locked doesn't mean that something's not going to come out at you.
That's true.
So.
That's true. But see, that's the difference too. It's the difference between the door being locked and the lock being broken. If the door is locked, you might have to unlock it later. Follow the blood. Whose bloody footstep work boots might this be?
I don't know. It's not yours. You're not wearing shoes.
They're not mine now. Very rude. Excuse me.
Oh gosh.
I actually forgot that happened.
It was funny because even though neither of us like screamed or anything, we both like just fucking jumped. And like I can't even hear anything, but because she jumped, I jumped. And it's just kind of hilarious.
Did I miss anything?
Probably. Like a lot of props to people who actually... Oh, well. There we go. A lot of props to the people who, like, do playthroughs of these types of games with, like, face cam and stuff. Because I feel like anyone can say they're not scared and just play through it, but to really see their face and see whether or not they're actually exhibiting fear, or if it's showing on their face, or if they're just, like, straight up deadpan. I mean, like, I couldn't do it, because I can't even physically play the game. Like I said, I can't play this game. I can watch it, nothing freaks me out that much. I might get startled, you know, watching, but even then, not really. But just fucking watching her play, like, her body reacts and she jumps, but ultimately her facial expression would remain exactly the same, as if nothing happened. So, I would probably have this look of, you know, constipation on my face the whole time, which isn't very flattering, so... He's playing alone and losing. That is what the game is. There's a mathematical proof. If you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, and so on up to infinity, you can arrive at an answer. If you stop shy of infinity, you have an indescribably large number. If you continue all the way to infinity, you arrive at 1/12 negative 0.0833333. I think I said too many threes repeating. I'm losing my grip on things. Boy howdy, I'm thinking about the drive here. 400 miles in a rented truck? The job that shows up just in time to cover our bills, our debts, the insurance? The boys sleeping in the back. Nothing but AM radio. gospel, country western, late night paranoia, talk radio.
You good?
Yeah. We sang Patsy Cline songs and laughed at conspiracies of aliens and ghosts. Mile marker, number passing, and headlights. I don't want to die here. I totally thought that said mile wanker.
You actually gonna get out?
No. Pussy. See, they saw the power of the nerd and they feared you and ran away.
Uh-huh. Sure, that's what that is. Now, see, you're supposed to open inward.
Yeah, you gotta pull, not push.
Someone was talking to me there.
Are you sure you're not talking to yourself?
Oh, it might be this guy. Yeah, it's this guy.
Oh.
He's counting. Who said that? There's people talking.
I think it's just that the guys just running around screaming to themselves.
Here, the footsteps again. I think if we follow the footsteps, we'll find someone. Anything down here? Nope. Do you have any batteries? Nope. Just a broken neck.
You have 4, you're good.
Oh, I already took your batteries. How? Did you get thrown up here from down there? Or were you trying to climb down? Like how?
I don't know.
Hey, we jumped at the same time!
Yay! Playing a game.
Friends. Just gotta put your hand up here. Just... Waylon, just be friends.
Okay, so.
Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to sidle here because I'm just sort of walking on the edge.
Yeah, I think you broke it.
I don't jump on whatever. No, I can't jump that slight ledge. Is it 380 something now?
What?
The guy who's playing basketball.
Oh.
I wonder if they have an entire deck of cards in the game.
I guess if we had more time, we can go around and try to find all the cards.
Or if they just have a few extras for them.
He looks nervous.
I would like to kill him.
As would I.
Oh yeah, you actually do come after me after a while. Lucky strings. Oh, hi. Did I just walk in a circle?
No?
Don't kill me. Thank you.
They love you. They'd never.
I think you gotta clean your hoof, sir.
Yeah, I mean, that could explain why he keeps missing. There's a body in the way.
This guy's actually hit me hard, so...
Yeah, I didn't realize that the twins follow you too. Did you see them come around?
Yeah.
I guess eventually they would just kind of corner you, but basketball dude hits really hard for some reason.
Like, I think at first time... No, not the first time, the second time I played it, like, they actually took me out. Because I didn't realize they hit really hard.
And if you close the door behind the dude, he just opens the door, he'll follow you all the way to the ladder.
From J. Billings at Murkoff Corp to K. Vigilando at Murkoff Corp. Subject, Patient Samuel. Kurt, we got another one. Yeah, Samuel was mentioned in Outlast. He's one of the doctors writing something about... I think he might be the doctor who was asking about why Father Martin wasn't allowed to finger paint anymore. Don't quote me on that one. But he's mentioned in a document in the original. Anyway. Kurt, we got another one, and I'm not sure we're gonna be able to check it off at psychopathic proximity disorder. Security guard all the way up in the admin block is our latest non-patient employee to start seeing Wernicke's fairy tales. He was never directly exposed to the engine, never even made it below level 1 in the building. It would be an enormous breach of protocol and security if doctors were speaking of the wall rider within hearing of contracted security guard. And it seems vanishingly improbable that he would stumble upon such an obscure mythological story of his own. It's too similar to the Dr. Samuel case or the others before him. It's one thing for formally sane medical personnel to fall under the delusions of their patients, another thing entirely for those beliefs to be, I don't know, airborne. We need to talk in person. Billings. I missed him.
Who?
Yeah.
Huh? The guy who runs up here, he's coming.
No, I mean when you're down in the yard and you can see Eddie.
No, not yet. We're not at that part yet.
Oh, it's not yet? I thought
Dude,
that was
you were
the
just
first.
ruining it for everybody.
Sorry, spoiler.
Jeez. Like, you already keep spoiling everything else, but I'm trying to pretend I don't know what's happening. You're just like, oh yeah, at the end of the game where you die.
Remember that? That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I love the part where you die.
Where am I going now?
You go up the ladder, dude.
Alright.
Wow.
There's the ladder.
Though, in all fairness, like I said, like, I've been watching this game every day, like 2 times a day. I haven't been playing it, but I've been watching it, so...
It's not. They were waiting for us in this place. Billy understood. They've always been here.
Okay. This voice clip is used in the first Outlast too.
Well, it is kind of running at the same time-ish.
Well, no, it's used in a different section though. Because when you're Miles and you go through the admin block in the beginning, there's the door that slams shut. This is irrelevant. Me close, by the way. But there's a door that slams shut, and if you try to open it, there's a guy inside that says that exact thing to him.
Lame.
Waylon, you couldn't just keep your mouth shut. You couldn't just play along. Do me a favor and die here, Park.
You know, if you think about it, like, Jeremy has to have some kind of balls on him, because the fact that he's kind of makes it through all of this somehow with a stick, and he's like...
And pristine.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess you can assume, like, oh, he has all the keys, so you just go through any of the doors, but, I mean, I don't think so. He must have something, yeah, I don't know why you stick it. Something to him. So, yeah. I hate him yet. You gotta give him that. Also, hi Chris. Bye Chris.
Is there anything down here? Ah.
Somebody who... No, yeah. Somebody who looks as much like a priest as this place looks like an asylum, writing instructions on the wall, talking about God, tells me not to be afraid. How was I ever a part of this inhuman bullshit, greed-driven moral genocide? The monster Murkoff ripped from tortured minds. The lengths they're jackbooted. What does jackbooted mean? Because
a jackbooted is essentially a fascist or a Nazi wearing jackboots, which was what the Nazis wore. That's what it means.
Okay, because it's been used twice, and I realized I don't actually know what it means.
Well, he probably just took it from Eddie, because he heard him use it just now.
It was like an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like, oh, that one guy who said that word, I'm going to use that word. But I don't know.
Maybe he thought it was a good word. He's calling them Nazis or fascists.
I didn't just say Nazis. Jackbooted business school worms will go to protect it. Their own men slaughtered. I've never prayed in my life, Lisa. But if some small-minded interventionist god is listening, kill Jeremy Blair before I die. Sanity and avarice. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Avarice.
You said it right the first time.
There's no pain he doesn't deserve. There is no radio. No hope of reaching the outside world. Only escape. Avarice? Avarice.
They would destroy us. The doctor told me once that if you're a caveman, our technology would take things back. And sure, and magic, you ridiculous technology.
Yeah, that line's repeated a couple of times throughout the game as well.
I guess that's sort of the idea, is that... Did stuff come back out again? No, okay. That's sort of the idea, that the, well, thoughts are becoming airborne, that the engine are perpetuating nightmares.
Don't be afraid, you're doing his work, whether you know it or not.
Oh, they also, like, I mean, obviously it's connected and he's writing it, but I realized they even have the little arrow where you would be following if you were... What the hell is that guy's name? Why? I don't know why I can... Yes, I don't know why I can remember Wayland Park so well, but I just...
Again, because you say it constantly.
Are you ready, Mr. Park? I really hate that guy's voice. Like, it just really frustrates me. He sounds... stupid. I can't think of a more intelligent word. Are you doubting Mr. Wayland Park?
Fuck you! Fuck you, you filthy piece of shit! Come here! No more sickness! No more nightmares! Don't you fucking look at me! Fuck you! Fuck you, you filthy piece of shit!
From Jeremy Blair to R. Traeger. Subject: false pregnancies, real profits. Rick! Fun hitting the greens last week. We should make the drive more often. Was reviewing some old test records from the early days of Project Wallrider, and something sparked my interest. Were you following the project back in 2010? Apparently we had issues with female employees experiencing psychosomatic pregnancies, something to do with how the morphogenic engine interacts with the immune system. All Greek to me, am I right? It was more often fatal than not, and these were employees and not patients, so a little harder to sweep under the rug, but the morphogenic engine activity in these ladies' marrow was off the charts, and these are women who were never even exposed to additional hormone therapy. Now, I don't know ppm from a kick in the teeth, but I can read a spreadsheet, and if the projected profits from Project Wallrider are half what they say they are, I got just one question. Why aren't we performing experiments on women? God knows mental illness is an equal opportunity affliction. Seems unethical to pass up on such a potential windfall. Sincerely, Yer.
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 Hey, buddy.
Yer.
Come here! I'm the get out of my motherfuckers! No more sickness! No more nightmares! Fuck you! Fuck you, you filthy piece of shit! Come here! I'm not the sick one! You lying motherfuckers! Fucking look at me! No more sickness! No more
Clearly this is part of the person block.
Fuck you! Get out of my room!
Did you not hear the announcement? You're supposed to remain calmly in your cells. Calmly. They're not listening to the overhead paging.
They've had a tough life. And now you're just being a jerk.
Oh god! One of them's coming! It's not even human anymore!
I like how effortlessly he just tipped
he just flipped
giant thing over.
Why was that even there? That seemed very unsafe.
That doesn't make any sense.
Think before you trash.
Red, blue, green. I can't roll my R's.
Chris, please. Bye, Chris. Nope. Bye, Chris. And we're outside again. Bye, Chris.
I think this is where we...
Yeah, gotcha. I didn't remember that you go out twice.
You go out like 3 times.
There we go. Hi, friend. We're friends. Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gluskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. Etc., 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 etc. That might have been one too many etceteras. You're quite a poet. Or is it like song lyrics?
It's a little repetitive. You know, I would have tried.
Well, he had a good refrain. That was like his chorus, but he couldn't think of the verse.
Of a melody. Okay.
Shortcut. But yeah, that's the Laughing Man.
What?
The Laughing Man.
What the hell are you talking
Whoever
about?
was pounding on the door is the guy who laughs and turns off the electricity later.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
I thought it was the same dude who's in the cage with the bodies.
No, that's another guy.
I can't keep track. But no offense, but everyone kind of looks the same after a while.
That's racist.
I didn't say anything about race. I just said
It's
they
racist
all...
to crazy people?
Well, I didn't even say anything about crazy. I just said they all look the same after a while. With the exception of others who don't look the same, who go the extra mile to look a little bit more special. Or a little bit more fancy.
It's humanist?
Maybe a little bit.
I need help!
Who is that mysterious gentle man? He looks friendly.
We should go make friends with him.
Yeah, we should go hang out with him. He looks awesome. He looks great. He looks like he knows how to have a good time.
Because this is... Is this the vocational block?
I don't know.
Fun hangout spot.
I thought there was something in there. Wait, go back in. Is there nothing? Really? Really?
There's a radio.
I could have sworn there was something in there.
The guard tower.
Here's a question. Why is there only one fence that's electrified?
This is clearly the most dangerous area.
But, like, you'd think they would have just electrified the entire asylum, maybe?
Well, because if they're still, like, trying to seem legit, they can't really do that on the outside. Because, look, I think this is the guard tower you climb, and then you jump across to here.
Is it? I don't know. I can't tell.
I think this is the vocational block. Doesn't say anything. No, those are windows. I hear helicopters. Or maybe distant gunshot. It's hard to tell. That's where I'm supposed to go?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nothing here.
Hello, sir.
There are other people shouting behind you as well at the same time.
I thought it was the same. There's one guy who runs up there.
And then there's another one who's laughing, and then there's this guy. There's 3 people in this area.
But doesn't he attack you, too?
No, I think he just leaves. Either which way, there are 3 separate voices in this area.
Well, you say that as if it's not possible for them to just make 3 separate sounds.
True. True.
Hey! Hey, goddammit! I hear you!
And then there's a guy in here who's crying. He's probably in here in a locker, maybe? No, I'm in the locker. Is he in here? There's someone crying in this area. Maybe he's in the pipes.
I'd assumed it was the guy who ran over top.
No, he ran the other way. There's Laffy guy. Oops. There we go.
The power is still on. Electricity. I need to think, Lisa. I thought the power was evidence that some human force still controlled some part of Mount Massive. But nothing human or sane can do anything here but survive. And even that not for long. You were always the reasonable one, Lisa. You would tell me to calm down, to take a larger view. Madness and humanity, or inhumanity, as it were, rule this place.
Same difference.
Whatever is keeping the electricity flowing is trying to trap me here. I need to shut it down. Again? I don't know why.
Nah, sure it's legit.
Halfway in there, I did a William Shatner, but that's still locked. It's still locked, dear. You still can't go through it.
Still crying.
See, I still think the one who, like, hits you is, Mr. Feelgood over here. Because, I mean, otherwise, why would there be that trail of blood?
Oh yeah, I guess, someone's still crying in here, though. I'm pretty sure he's up in here, hiding.
But how would he just jump up there and then jump down?
Oh, well, no, that's someone else, I mean.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a laughing man, who is probably the one that ran this way. Where does he even hide at this point?
He could be in a locker. I think he's still coming.
Yeah, he is. I hear him. Go on. I hear him running. Oh yeah, this is where he was before.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it's like the same
Yeah.
place.
Now you hear the crying down here. And it stopped. Why are you crying, man? Are you in here?
Yeah.
No, he's crying here somewhere. Well, you keep doing what you're doing. This would be very painful.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him. At all.
We're actually wall riding here.
Waylon is a beast. Rawr. Grrr.
Yeah, because this is...
Sweet.
Mountains are so cool. They're kind of jaggedy.
They're alright for mountains, I guess. Mountain-esque.
Soda.
Cola. Crazy cola. Oh, dude.
Well, I'm playing on normal, so...
But I mean, like, if you're playing it on hard or insane or whatever, would the batteries still be where they are? Because you could still only carry, like, 4 or something crazy, or 2.
I think they give you fewer batteries as well.
But you could collect fewer, is what I mean.
Yeah, I guess I don't actually know if they give you fewer or not. Check what the say first.
Look at that, that's like insanity.
Yeah, they're giving you so many right now. And yet, it can mean nothing.
Stop spoiling the game, dude!
It's completely useless.
Stop spoiling the game!
Gonna.
You're spoiling it!
So yeah, we just made a big turn around this tower to come around from the other side, from being on this side back here.
If he just got, like, you know, a pair of bolt cutters, we would already been through this.
Again, how?
You're ruining my immersion! It would be so easy. I don't believe in it anymore. Getting the truth out? There is no truth. Only lies we've accepted too long to double back on. It's our children, Lisa. I would take the easy way out if it wasn't for the boys. Damn this place to hell. I'll suffer anything to get out of it. I think it's kind of like mean that he's like, it's not for you, Lisa, it's for the boys. If it were just you, I'd probably just hang myself.
Well, she seems like a pretty, like, I feel like she could manage. Cause she just like, Jeremy Blair's like, hey, so your husband's crazy and we have him hostage and don't do anything dumb or we'll take all your money and your kids will starve and you will die, probably. Oh, and we're also Murkov and you probably heard all about us because apparently you said something about not telling anyone or telling more people or whatever. And she's like, fuck off.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, she seems like a pretty tough lady.
I guess. Probably.
I hear you up there, wall riding around. Riding on walls. Wall rider. Running up the stairs, doing my cardio. What this is supposed to be? If this is like an old silo?
How?
A mill? Because it has the chains on it.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen one IRL. I guess you have, so I wouldn't know.
Not from the inside, I haven't.
Because why would you have stairs? I mean, it's huge. How much could you... What? It's too big.
Mountains. Am I going this way? No, I'm not going this way. There's all... We came all the way over there.
I just like to believe that every time he jumps, he's like clutching the camera between his thighs, between his muscular thighs.
Yeah, you're fine. He landed on his butt. He's good.
Mm.
This is probably why they're giving you so many batteries.
To go through here?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a bit of a maze.
Is it? Didn't seem very mazy to me. Feed him a goat and leave him alone. I love that line.
I might be lingering more than strictly necessary in this area because I'm kind of curious to see if there are any voice clips that I missed from these guys too. From all of these guys. That blocked it off on the way back. That's sort of what it sounded like. No, you can still go back. It just sounded like something was blocking, or like something fell over just behind me. There's a battery down there. How do I even get there? I don't think you can. Not
Well,
from here.
not now, not from there. Water.
Oh, that's why he's freaking out so much. Valen's like having a panic attack over here. I'm like, there's nothing here yet. Where's the receipts? No, it's in these papers.
Looks like it's in French.
Yeah.
Why are there Swedish horses up here? Back inside. Like, the harder I try to escape, the deeper I get. Dead men aren't a surprise anymore. Suicides seem wise. It's never wise, boys and girls. Always ask for help. Though I guess if you're here, it's who are you really gonna ask?
Yeah, if you're here, make sure to get to the radio before Blair gets it, or just take him out. Just grab whatever, grab like whatever.
Yeah, don't do what Waylon does and grab
a
nothing.
Massive wrought iron sewing machine.
There's no way you could carry that thing
and
around.
just slam it in his face. But yeah, anyway, this is the guy that we thought that the guy was in the beginning, but that's not the guy because I think he died in the incinerator.
Though we couldn't really tell because we couldn't see if he had fancy pants. Because it still could be the guy.
Around. No, he's very stiff. You cannot budge this man at all. He is very still. You can run straight into him. I don't think that's how rigor mortis works.
Sure it is. I've watched enough Law and Order to know.
If they catch us, they'll give us to him. The man downstairs.
I seriously know somebody who kind of looks like that guy.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
Not like without the...
Yeah, not all like the brain and scar, but just kind of like the structure. Yeah. Coincidentally, I don't like him. Not because he looks like that, it's just...
In general.
Yeah, I just didn't really like him, and he kind of looks like this guy, who I have no opinion of.
He's a nice enough guy.
Yeah, he's nicer than the guy that I don't like. You know, he gives you a heads up. Startles you a little bit, but he means well, you know.
Okay, can we...
Kill the rats! He's here! Inside the walls! Kill him! This idiot wants to die!
Many batteries. I mean, I almost want to say you're to the point where you could probably get through it on, not Insane, but the one above it.
The one above or the one below?
The one above. Because there's Nightmare.
Extreme. Oh yeah, Nightmare.
So, wait, is Nightmare... Yeah, Nightmare. You could probably get it through it on Nightmare.
I don't think so. Oh, I meant maybe. From N. Wolfram to F. Forge. Subject, disassociative Dennis. That's rude. Dr. Ford, I conducted another interview with your patient Dennis this afternoon and have to agree with your suspicions. In the course of a 40-minute interview, I had wide exposure to all four of Dennis's expressed personalities. As near as I could tell, 2 brothers, their father and their grandfather. They seemed primarily concerned with some sort of life-threatening flood, though there was little consistency between this event having already happened or threatening imminent arrival. The clarity of his delusion and performative nature of the personality's expression certainly suggests malingering. I admittedly fall in the Furstenberg camp of categorical skepticism of dissociative personality disorder, but Dennis's case seems clearly invented by an attention-seeking patient, more likely symptoms of gross narcissism and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Continue with shock therapy. Sincerely, Dr. Wolfram.
Wolfram.
So how does Dennis get his own, like, documents like that and just have them here?
Well, I mean, if everything's gone to shit, he could have just went and grabbed it.
Yeah, I guess he could have gone after his doctor or whatever.
I don't know why possum titty is so funny to me.
You did? Alright, you did. Clearly not. This seems like a bit of a fire hazard, TBH. Like it's so dry up here, and dusty.
This whole asylum is a fire hazard.
True.
There he is! What do you think? Oh, he'll do. Wait, for once we agree.
Ooh.
Hi, Dennis. He came around the other way. How sneaky.
Sneaky like a snake. Oh. I thought you just like open the door like,
He hasn't seen it. Oh, okay, he did actually see us there. He just keeps talking. Dennis. Dennis. Alright, he left. He's done.
We could give him other flesh, and he spares ours. Fucking idiot. He delivered his own self to Gluskin's hell.
Oh, goodbye, Dennis. Dennis seems pretty safe up here.
As long as he doesn't go down.
Well, he knows better. I think he'd be okay.
Okay, so wait, now turn around. Yeah, they're gone. He pulls them up.
Oh.
Because
Well,
I remember.
then he's super safe.
Yeah, I remember you like saying like,
Where
"Can
the
we not
staircase?
get out? What happened to the door?" He pulls the ladder up.
The staircase just goes right up. See, he's super safe.
And smart.
Like Dennis. Dennis, I hope you made it out. Because you're pretty darn good. And he doesn't seem like necessarily aggressive or dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's only trying to save himself, right?
Mm-hmm. By hitting you, who've done nothing to him.
All these footsteps that we've been following. This spindles.
He needed to sew things in place. It's like, it's kind of sad that I've gotten to the point where saying this legitimately doesn't bother me at all. It probably should.
Maybe a little bit.
But it really doesn't.
Spare parts.
Yeah. Though it's kind of weird that he put like a towel over that guy's head.
It's probably because he doesn't want to. I can only assume that he wants to not have to see this guy's face.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. It's a good song.
Like he doesn't want to see either of their faces.
But why would he be fine with seeing the face of the quote-unquote baby?
Because the baby hasn't done it. Oh.
Whoa.
I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. The baby is innocent. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to be here.
I think you phased through the
I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Please don't break the game. Oh no, you're just crouching.
Yeah, I'm just crouching. That's my shadow.
Well, it's went from gross to awkward, so.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna get off before I break the entire game.
Wow. That was interesting.
I don't think they expect you to do that.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to be like, oh, that's disgusting.
Let me run away from this thing. Ah.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I feel so welcome.
We followed his steps all the way here.
Is that what they are? Are they his footsteps?
Yeah.
See, I was thinking that, but I wasn't really sure.
They are, because they're the same steps that are here.
They look kind of small.
Don't call his feet small.
Well, they look a little small.
Well, maybe Waylon has fairly big feet too.
I'm saying, for such a robust gentleman, I figured his feet would be a bit larger. He has little babby feet.
Someone's screaming in the background at this point.
Yeah, it's the dude up there, the one that you never see but I always see. Sorry, I'm ruining it. Wait, he's like...
Get very fun and see how happy you will be.
Yeah, don't get me started or I'll start just singing this stupid song. Not related, we did do a video about it. I don't know how to link it in any way because we're live streaming this. But we do have another YouTube channel, sort of, kind of. We haven't done anything on it in forever, like a lot of stuff's been going on. But we did like a whole Outlast...
Having a seat.
Good job. whole Outlast. I guess that I wouldn't call it a parody. It's, well, I guess it could be. It's kind of funny in a creepy way.
Cosplay music video or
Yeah.
whatever.
Of Eddie singing the beautiful song you hear looping in the background. I think it's like our most popular video. Like it has more than any other of our videos. Like I think we're up to like 20,000 views or something like that. But it's also like 1 or 2 years old. I don't remember. All I know is that I loved doing it and it was fun.
Nice Empire waistline. It's very classic. Okay, I'm gonna...
Darn.
He just looks so happy. How can you hate this guy?
We've met before. I know I've seen your face. Maybe just before I woke up. Although it seems like a dream now, being with you. Let me think about it. You don't have to give up anymore. You can make me whole. I can feel that emptiness inside me.
There he is. Okay, he sees you. I was like, I think he sees. Yeah.
He saw me. I love you too. This is something I've noticed too, is that in all the Outlast games they have the Morin.
Yeah.
The Morin brand, it's on everything.
I don't think it matters if you close
Yeah,
the
it
door.
really doesn't, no.
Oh. Hi, darling.
Right. I'm good, I fell. You need to repair this ladder. I'll be right up.
Repair the ladder and then
I did the ladder fell.
The ladder fell?
I'll be right up.
Rather die than be with me.
Wanna see what happens if you are actually crushed by the elevator?
When was the last time it's saved?
I think it's saved just before the chase scene started.
It's saving right now, so... Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean...
I've actually never seen this, because everyone just figures out to step right out of this. Eddie! Oh, too late now.
Oh, hi.
Would have loved you forever.
Oh. Oh, okay, well we're dead. Well, I'm happy that, other than that glitch out, that we stayed, because I didn't know that he just stood there, and then he even
stood there and watches you be crushed. That's so romantic.
Aww. What's there not to love about this man? I'm just telling you. I feel like we're gonna listen back to this and be like, we just sound so cooey because I'm listening to like the delayed versions of our own voice, and we're like the whole time. There's something wrong with that.
Yep, I will have great use for this. Okay, okay, he won't climb on stairs now because his leg's broken or something.
Do you think the reason why like everyone has like a shaved head is because they didn't feel like putting in like hair?
Yeah, probably.
Whatever it's called.
Well, that also makes sense. You would want to keep everyone's hair short because then you don't have to groom them.
But I mean, like even the workers all have like no hair. Hey, why don't you go in that locker? It looks like there's only one that has a door. He'll never find you in there.
I just want to hear. Oh.
This place.
Oh, damn it. He comes too close.
The smell of my love's arbor. Darling.
But did you see like when you went to the locker you just like disappeared?
Yeah.
Because it's like you're supposed to already be in there.
To be unwrapped. And unwrapped again. Savored.
Sorry the engine messed up your face.
You're still hot though.
I've been vulgar. And I want to say I'm sorry. I just... You know how a man gets what he wants to know. But after the ceremony, I've made an honest woman of you. I promise. I'll be a different man.
I like what you've done with the ceilings.
Nice ceiling, nice decor.
I want a family, a legacy.
We can adopt Silky.
He'd probably be the only one I'd feel safe adopting.
Not like...
Or Silky and Upshur.
You must be as eager as I am to consummate our love. But try not to really anticipate. Here, darling. This will help you relax.
Nice nap for 12 hours.
pretty much how long we slept last night.
Darling, I need you to try to bleed less. I know the fair sex often endure the same wounds with your suffering, but you really need to make an effort.
I didn't notice there was a guy on the other side.
Yeah. He's just waiting to. So CBH, it looks like he's already done.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, darling. Love isn't for everybody.
Yeah, why don't you just take the ones that Traeger already got to? Well, I guess they're a bit touched. They're not nice anymore.
Yeah.
But, I mean, less effort.
Well, I mean, I think he wants to put forth that effort, you know.
True. He gotta show that he
cares?
Yeah. Something like that.
That he cares.
Unsightly hairs. Oh.
I mean, look at how caring and gentle he is sometimes.
Sure.
Now the more delicate bits.
No, don't, please!
Oh God, he's getting up. You're ugly. He's getting up. Oh God, please.
It's very dangerous. He could have hurt his hand.
Yeah, you need to put a shield on that thing.
Or like a chain glove that they use in meat department and stuff. So your fingers don't get caught up in the blades. I mean, careful, Eddie. You might hurt yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
I would be devastated.
You have amazing bone structure. Such soft skin. You're going to be beautiful. A woman has to suffer some things. It's not pleasant, I know. But just try to endure. For my sake. For the sake of our children.
You know, considering how much butchering he's done, his nails are very clean.
Yeah.
Like,
cut away everything.
Everything's very clean.
Yeah, I mean, his outfit, like everything. I don't know how he does it with all the blood splatter, but you look great, Eddie. You keep doing you. Don't let nobody tell you how to live your life.
Birthing is never easy.
Oh, you can actually see him around the corner.
The guy? Oh, it's like right there. I never noticed that.
You're staring at Eddie.
It's kind of funny, like I feel like that guy's like, I'm gonna wait till he's really close.
Literally the closest. He's kind of curious, but then he freaked out.
Now we can go look at his art on the wall.
Yeah, he covers their heads once he's done it.
Still intact. I'm here, Lisa. I'm still me. He tried to make me his bride, to cut me. Maybe I was wrong. Telling the world would only draw it here. Should this place just die and fester here? I won't tell the world if it means spreading the infection. Let it die alone. Let it rot.
Let's see, once he was done with them, he covers their heads. This is just unnecessary.
I mean, there you go. He has good intent-ish. You know, he has a little map here that tells you what goes where, and you just.
He doesn't, however, have a map of what the result is supposed to be. Maybe that's what he's doing.
Maybe, yeah,
wrong.
that's the step he's missing. He's like, step one, cut this off.
He has this down, like this he gets, but he doesn't know what to do after that.
Step two,
question
mark. Step three, bride. guys sound like such assholes, I realize. Because we're like, killing guys in their heads and the penis falls off. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess my reasoning for being a little more sympathetic towards Eddie is because the dude needed help, like everyone else in here. But, I mean, stop. I'm trying to make a very deep and...
I slapped myself in the face.
Deep, passionate point, and you're just totally ignoring me here.
I'm just trying to stall because he's gonna chase us once we go out. So
I know, but I mean, like, you know, obviously a lot of people here it's still wiggling.
Physics.
Yeah, a lot of people here are like messed up and stuff. But like the fact that he was a kid when like all his shit got all messed up, and like ultimately nothing was done about it. I mean, I guess they don't really go in details, but it's like, you know, I feel like if he just would have gotten help when he was a kid, we wouldn't even be here right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally. Like, well, I guess that's just the case for most of this people, and I think that's what the real horror of Outlast comes in. Not so much in, well, yeah, you're being chased around by these ex-patients that have broken out, but they are chasing you, and they are doing the things they're doing because of what Murkoff did to them when they thought that they were going to get help. It's not like the horror part isn't, to me anyway, so much in the gore or the patients being crazy or you being in a mental asylum. It's the fact that you think you're going to a mental asylum, but you're going to a torture chamber where Murkoff, for profit, pretending to be a charity and helping people, are just messing them up.
Even worse.
Even worse, when everyone... And they're being a charity, they're getting donations and everything. They're like getting money and getting more money out of hurting people.
But I mean, like with Eddie in particular, he wasn't admitted to Murkoff when he was like 9 or 10 or whenever all this shit happened to him. Like he had to have been floating around somewhere before he ended up here. So, you know, what was he doing then?
Well, it's sort of assumed that he was a serial killer for a while before he ended up here.
Well, I guess we have to wait to get his papers, because I want to look at it again. I don't quite remember. But I feel like... I mean, I assumed that he killed... Who'd he kill? Like his dad or mom? He killed somebody, I don't know. But it's like, I mean, fuck, the shit he went through. He's crazy. He needs help. And obviously just kind of putting him in prison isn't going to do anything. And I don't think most people would want to adopt a kid who's a murderer. So, I don't know. It's just me justifying Eddie Gluskin because I love him. He's my... Nope.
Nope.
Wait, yep. I'm thinking of the other room. Oh god, he's right behind you.
Ouch. Sorry, Eddie.
Poor thing.
Let's see if we can find his paper. Here we go. There we go. Case number 196, patient Eddie Gluskin, consultation dated 2013, June 9th. Initial date of patient consult 2013, February 14th. He was admitted on Valentine's Day.
Aww.
Patient age 46, gender male, observing physician Dr. Garrett Snow. Therapy status. Lucid dreaming figures remain as murky as ever. Gluskin claims near constant control of his dream state, yet correspondence between his narrative and REM's cycles. Highly arrhythmic REM and REM. Morphogenic engine activity plateaus at 90 ppm. Diagnostics. Heavy bronchial accumulation. The rashes associated with hormone therapy have receded and vanished since we stopped using latex tubing. Interview notes. Gluskin remains a frustrating interview subject. He's still trying to tell us what he thinks we want to hear, while studiously avoiding certain elements of the truth. His childhood remains an obvious fiction. He's claiming to have grown up in Leave It to Beaver, despite a traumatically violent ongoing sexual experience that is a matter of public and medical record. When I confronted him with the photographs his father and uncle took, he responded with a mixture of laughter and anger, and restraints were issued. He similarly refuses to discuss his victims, both categorically and specifically. When I showed him pictures of the women, he would not admit that they were dead or mutilated. He is claiming advancement in the morphogenic engine program that he has not yet achieved, said that he could clearly hear the voice of the wall rider just by closing his eyes. Clearly he's still trying to curry the favor of his doctors. I won't speculate at what he expects to gain by it. Yeah, so that's it. He's at some point, either before admission or during admission, he was finding women and he were killing them.
But I'm just like, was he in prison and then he was brought here? Maybe?
I don't know, because it doesn't really say whether he was or not, but clearly he was killing before he got here.
Because it just doesn't... There's no way that this dude was just walking around just kind of killing, and then they're like, hey, look at that guy over there, he just killed a woman, let's take him to Murkoff. I mean, like, he had to have been in some kind of system. And I mean, obviously they're implying that, like, you know, his childhood involved being molested a lot and stuff. So
violently.
It's like... Yeah. And, it, you know, they said public and, like, medical records show. So what the hell happened between then and now? Like, did no one do anything to help this guy? Or kid at the time?
Yeah, I mean, he's 46 now. Clearly there was a big trial or something, because there's this public record. Like, I would have thought that... Because that's usually what happens, right? Where it's like a big case. At first everyone's like, oh, let me adopt this kid. Like, right?
Yeah, like, oh, I can fix him. I'm a good mother. I'm a good father. We're a good family. I mean, I guess we could... But no, there's no way he would have, like, been adopted and then, like, killed, you know, his adopted parents and then just be put back out. I mean, like...
Yeah, no.
He had to have either gone to prison or they
another care facility.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's crazy. You can't send him to prison. He is not stable to stand trial. He's not competent to stand trial.
Vocational.
Vocational. Nal. Don't cry.
Yeah.
But anywho, I'm just saying. Like, it's just seems kind of like...
Oh, yeah, sorry I didn't look at the door. I just got the objective without actually looking at the door first.
Long story short, things could have gone better if Eddie got helped as a kid, instead of just kind of letting him, I don't know, run around crazily?
Well, I guess it's never said that he didn't get help either. But he was, I mean, he clearly killed more than one woman, whether that's woman in quotation marks or just woman, between the court case or whatever happened. Like, it's clearly stated that he killed people and he doesn't realize that he was killing people, or he can't admit that he was hurting people. So like he doesn't get it. He's clearly blocking out whatever it is he's actually doing. Wrong way. There we go.
Bodies hanging like wet laundry, like skinned rabbits. Men mutilated, hunted, and murdered. The shortest distance between any 2 points separates violence and ruined lust. Whatever story he's telling himself, he's not making women to bear his children, he's making women to kill them. Lisa, I want you to burn this place and any evidence it ever existed to the ground. Destroy the Murkoff Corporation. Bury it in shame. Take away its money, wipe it from history. This man thinks he's in love. He thinks the therapy made him better. Everything reeks of death and fear, piss and coppery blood, meat decomposing to game. I mean, like, even this, it's like, he thinks, I don't know, it's, once again, the only reason that we're looking into it more, I guess me, is because of all the characters in Outlast, he's always been my favorite. For various reasons, I guess, but it just seems like
he's so stylish.
Yeah, I like his bow tie. If you're wondering why I started wearing bow ties, for anyone who is listening who knows me, it's because of him, and I still like to wear bow ties. But it just seems like there's too big of a gap in there. Like, at some point he had to have either been getting help or I don't know. I just there's not enough information on him or on anybody, but for somebody to have this much anger, you know, obviously Murkoff is fucked, but he hasn't been here for 20 years or anything. He's been here for like.
I'm not sure when this game. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
When this game actually takes place. Let me see.
I assumed 2014?
2014?
I think.
I don't think the most recent... the very most recent documents have any dates on them. Yeah, they don't. Just the older ones. But he's been here. Eddie has presumably been here for like a year then.
And this all happened in 14 hours, roughly?
Allegedly 14 hours.
14 hours. So...
Unless this is something he's been allowed to do for a while. But then again, how they brought him into the engine, he probably didn't start until he got out again. Because they said in the document that he wasn't responding to the hormone therapy at all. He wasn't responding to the engine. He pretended...
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, he pretended to respond to the engine because he wanted the doctors to like him. But it wasn't until... Or he responded to the therapy when they put you in the room and they played the video. Whatever that is. The thing that they did to Waylon.
Roche something. Because another thing that kind of confuses me with him is, why they say, like, in his paper or whatever, that he was killing women, and we can only assume the reason why he's killing men here is because there are no women, so he's making them into women to kill them. But it seems like it's a little ass backwards, because I personally would probably go after guys.
But, because a lot of the stuff he writes on the wall has to do with his mother.
Which I guess we're in that theory of that his mother was not doing anything. She was just letting it happen. But, I don't know. I guess I'd probably just want to kill everybody, personally. Like, no one's safe.
Because in this case, one can always assume that it's also sort of either, you know, regaining power or a form of self-loathing, possibly.
What do you mean gaining power?
Well, like
his whole childhood he had no power, no control over
yeah,
anything?
something like that. But again, that's more of an this poor kid. He's like, you're in detention. Sit out here. Alright, this thing here. Don't you rattle at me.
Where do you go?
He just turns around instantly the moment he starts squeezing through. Hi.
I'm kind of sad that the double eddy thing doesn't work anymore. You're gonna die,
Stop,
dude.
stop, stop, stop. Yeah, he has a very specific walking pattern or walking sound. His shoes make a very specific sound and you can hear it all around in this area. Whenever you're just like hanging out.
Wow.
Oh, hi, you're right here.
Well, I think like every, like, I guess main
Yeah, everyone
guy has
every
like
main,
their sound.
yeah.
Like Trigger had his shink shink, and
Yeah, they have like their own
Chris had his snort snort.
tails and then their hunting sound and their giving up sound or whatever.
Yeah.
He just moves very fast, clearly. And hits very hard, also.
He's using the power of love to teleport to you.
You are betrayed. You can hang like the rest of them. Heavier than you look. If this is you on the honeymoon, I hate to imagine. Candles. Hold still. God damn it, what are you? Oh, damn it, darling. We could have been beautiful.
I love you, Eddie.
Hey, you can even see the pulley that snapped loose behind him.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Poor baby.
The beam that broke loose somewhere up there.
You're making it rain on you.
Oh, we forgot to read one.
It's because you like glitched through the table. A man's body, mutilated and bent to mimic or mock the moment of birth.
Sorry,
The kind of thing a man cannot see without changing in some irreparable, unfixable unfixable way. Lisa, I was with you when both our boys were born. It was, until recently, the most miraculous thing I had seen. Completely outside of the reasonable belief, and yet somehow central to everything I've come to believe since. You always said I was too literal-minded, tried to turn everything into an if-then statement. Lately, I've widened my horizons. How can the things I've seen here be? But I know the answer. Money, profit, things we made just because we could. I wasn't reading that far ahead. He's dead. The amateur surgeon, father-to-be husband, his guts shredded and pulled from his belly. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh God, Lisa, I swear to you I'm trying.
And you nailed it. Oh, wait,
Nah.
That tape on your pants. Did you fix your pants with tape?
Duct tape. Poor thing. He looks so sad, too. Love you, Eddie. Oh, we could totally finish this game in under 2 hours. I just realized. We're almost there.
Yep.
And I mean, for the record, I realized you probably could have done this game in, like, you know, an hour if we weren't, like, stopping and looking at every little thing.
Yeah.
And then spending, like, an hour staring at
This is
Eddie.
like the opposite of a speed run, but it's not even 100% because it's a slow run.
Speed run. Speed run.
Yep.
92%.
But yeah, literally
speed run.
nothing happens from this point on. Spoilers.
I don't know. Can the guards see you?
I don't think so. They're always in another room. It's loading.
Maybe
The music
we
is
were,
playing right now.
Maybe we spoke too soon. This might be the end of it right here. I am concerned. Can you control anything?
Nope.
Yes.
No, the game entirely froze.
Well, hot diggity darn.
Well, it probably saved right there, so,
I'm gonna try to reload it.
I suppose we will be right back?
Yeah. So freaking close.
Can I even go to options? Well, we'll be right back.
That fucking sucked. We were